Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are getting into a really fascinating piece of tech. It's the Thor HAC3-CMOD-DVBT. It's a digital TV compact modulator, and our goal here is to really understand how this one little box changes the game for video distribution.
It's all about simplification. I mean, the big idea with this CMOD series is you're getting a whole network head end, but it's been squeezed down into one single unit. Its main job is to take any HD video signal, 720p, 1080p, from an HDMI port, and just turn it into a regular TV channel.
And that's the part that really grabs me. A digital HDTV head end used to be, a whole rack of gear. It needed special cooling, a ton of power. How do they get all of that into something you could hold in your hand? What's the secret there?
It's this integrated 3-in-1 design. To create a channel, you need three things. First, you need a hardware encoder for the video, then a transport stream generator to package it all up,
Right.
and finally an RF modulator to send it down the wire. This little box does all three of those things instantly. It gives you your own broadcast power right there.
Okay, let's talk about the economics then, because that feels like the real disruption here. You're saying one HDMI source to an unlimited number of TVs over cheap coax cable.
Yes.
But why is that cheaper than a more modern IP-based system?
That is the crucial question. With an IP system, every single screen needs its own little decoder box, right? And a managed network. And those boxes can get pricey. With the CMOD, the decoder is just the standard tuner that's already built into every TV.
Ah, so the cost is already sunk.
Exactly. The cost of adding the 10th TV or the 100th TV is basically just the cost of the coax cable. It drops to almost zero.
So for a big sports bar or hotel, you just need one modulator, you run your cable, and bam. Every TV gets the channel. The system actually gets cheaper per screen the bigger you go.
Precisely. And to make sure it works everywhere, they built in support for the big three channel formats. You've got QAM, ATSC, and DVB-T. That covers pretty much all the broadcasting cable systems in the world. North America, Europe, Asia.
Okay, we have to talk about the AC3 in the name. It sounds a bit like jargon, but you're saying it's actually key for compatibility, especially in the US.
It is. It's a huge deal. The AC3 just means it has a licensed Dolby AC3 audio chip inside.
And why does that matter?
It's a legacy thing. When U.S. digital TV standards were being set up, a lot of commercial cable boxes, like the old Scientific Atlanta or Motorola ones, were built to be very strict. If you create a channel without that specific licensed audio, those boxes they won't see it. The screen will be black. So it ensures you reach every possible TV.
So it's about not leaving any older but still common hardware behind.
You got it. It guarantees maximum compatibility.
All right, moving on from that, what about power? The specs mention the RF output can go up to 43 dBmV. Why should anyone care about that number?
Well, that number means you probably don't need an external amplifier.
No.
Usually in a big building, you need to add little booster amps to make sure the signal is strong enough to reach the TVs at the far end of the cable run. Having that high power built in means fewer boxes, less complexity, and fewer things that can break. It just makes the whole setup cleaner.
That makes sense. But for me, I think the coolest feature has to be the USB port. It feels like it turns this from just a distribution device into a content creation tool.
It really does. It's a great little feature. You can plug in a USB drive and just play video files on a loop. So think a museum exhibit or retail store playing an ad.
And it records, too.
And it records. You can record the live HD input right to that USB drive. So it suddenly becomes a broadcast quality DVR for archiving events or anything else.
So to pull this all together, the HAC3-CMOD is this compact, powerful tool that gives you everything: encoding, modulating, even storage. It lets you use existing low-cost infrastructure to create your own local HD channel.
Absolutely. And we've mostly talked about it in the context of, say, a sports bar. But think about this for a second. This unit can record and broadcast its own content over standard antenna or cable lines. So what does that open up for a small business, or a community media channel, or even for hyper-local emergency alerts that don't rely on the internet at all? It's something to think about the next time you see a TV that's just plugged into the wall with a simple coax cable.